given that scams are constantly evolving and becoming more sophisticated, like you said earlier, the scammers are always trying to outsmart us, right? Does the government have any methods in place to predict emerging scams and then develop strategies to prevent them from occurring?
There is very close partnership between the Singapore Police Force with banks, with telcos, and we are also trying to enhance our sense-making capabilities. Because when we look at scams, oftentimes they start off by trying out to see whether this scam technique works first before it is rolled out on a large scale. So we are, applying analytics, pick up telltale signs, getting in touch with stakeholders, and that's why we have the anti-scam command as well. Whereby we are co-located with banks. We've also extended the invitation to social media platforms because we want to make sense of activity. And on top of that, when there are scams happening, we want to be able to very quickly work with the banks to freeze accounts and so on and so forth. So definitely we are investing in this area. I think at the end of the day, scams is a whole of society issue and problem that we have to deal with. I mean, if you look at the losses, $1.1 billion last year, number of cases, 51,000 cases. Everyone has to take a closer look to see what we can each do to fight this scourge of scams. So firstly, when we look at the numbers, more than 80% of the scams are unfortunately self-effected, meaning that there is social engineering, victims transfer the monies on their own accord to the scammers. So I think it's very important that there is public education, working with members of the public to be aware what are the telltale scam signs and what they can do to help themselves.